Alright, Knights of Dragaria. This is Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia, and I'm your host, veracitytrigger.
And as usual, stay triggered. Pew pew, pew.
Okay, let's talk about Conrad. So, Conrad is from the Republic of Gomol, as are pretty much all these characters here. Let's talk about his profile first, actually. He is a male, age 57. He is class Paladin. So his background is he's a butler who has been serving Uzula house since the time of Eliza's grandfather. He watches over Eliza alongside Mua on behalf of the President Alden when he's busy with national affairs. He tends to lecture Eliza when they meet, but that's because he has high expectations of her as next president. An outstanding tactician and top chess player in Gomol, his epic match against Mua once upon a time is still an oft-told tale among chess enthusiasts. So, he's a pretty known scholar. He's also a paladin. He starts off as a knight, and I put him through the paladin class. He just kind of looks like that. He seems like that kind of guy. You get a big sword, obviously the knight's sword, the heavy armor. You get the helmet. You get the ring. And now that I have him in a Paladin class, you're going to see some of this upgraded stuff here. So, you get Shield Block of S, which has 25% chance of blocking with a shield. When triggered, damage is reduced by half. Pretty much just the same thing that Dinadan had in the Grand Edition. So, all these Paladins, and I believe the Dark Knights do as well, have the Shield Block, which is, some people might say OP. I almost want to say it myself, but it's very efficient. It's extremely strong. Paladin classes in this game are by far the best physical class you can have. I really truly believe that. I hope somebody can prove me wrong, but I really believe it. Anyways, HP recover B, 3% of max HP at the beginning of every turn. Every following turn after you were damaged, so that's what happens there. And with 700, 700 MP, that'd be what, about 30 to 40 hit points back every turn, I would say. We're looking at the stats here. 700 HP isn't too bad. It's pretty good for a tank. I like it. It's all right. It's good. Agility 67, that's actually good. You might say it could be higher, but for a knight, knights don't get very high agility. Same with the Viking classes and stuff like that. You can cross-class with the monk class to get some other skills, which would help you. But as a paladin, as a tank, it's not super imperative to have very high agility. So I wouldn't worry about it, but the really awesome thing is level 22, I've got 105 intelligence. What is that about? So the heals are going to be very exceptionally good. Very exceptionally high. Or if you go for attacks, it can also be really good. Rune power 253, I like. Command range of 4. He's a 4 E-Beer, so he's kind of an oddball character, but he can come out to be not a Project Knight, but almost an established Knight. I would have to say, with what I'm looking at here, I'd have to say probably established Knight. And maybe not the best paladin, but still very, very good. So if we just kind of look at a couple other things here, you'll get to kind of see what they get to do. You get Holy Slash, which is a normal attack, moderate damage to an enemy. Does 130 power, which is, better than average, which is good. Plus 11 accuracy, a white orb attached to the attack as well. Holy Break is your massive damage to a single adjacent enemy unit. Now, this is the strongest version of Power Break, which comes from Legend of Forcina, and it does have a minus 19 accuracy modifier to it. But the power is 175, which is really, really good. It is a pre-move, so try to make sure you trap somebody first, like get a little dog, do a little attack on somebody just on the opposite side of the enemy you're fighting, and then just leave them there. And then you can go with Power Break, and because of the accuracy bonus of trapping the enemy and chaining them into the fight, you're probably going to get the hit. It's pretty good, and it's free. There is no penalty here for using this skill. The next one is Judgment. Now that's even more powerful, 210. It only has a +5 accuracy, but it does have a +5 accuracy. The thing is, it costs you 110 MP to do. You're only starting right now at this point, level 22. Now, this is my file. It might be slightly different for you, depending upon how you go, but I have 168 MP. Now, 110 MP basically means a one-time move for this. So you're either doing this or you're doing Divine Ray. You got to kind of choose one or the other. Divine Ray has a 2-range reach. It never misses, but it doesn't have the power that Judgment has. And Divine Ray costs 2 more points, which is probably not important. But yeah, if you want to go for a really strong hit, trap the enemy, do Judgment. Unless they're like a real strong other shield guy, go for Judgment, you know. But if they're weak to magic, do Divine Ray. Now the other skill that you have is this Iron Ore. You can use this anytime. This is not a pre-move. It feels like it should be a pre-move because it's a protect spell, but it's a natural protect spell for yourself. It works exactly like Protect in all the other previous games, or it goes for 3 turns from the start of whenever you use it, including that turn that it was, and then 2 more turns. So it works really, really well. If you're coming into the heat of battle and you want a front line, which is Paladins do best, pop Iron Ore. Use this button. Press this. You don't have to press this every time. I would wait until it's falling off, unless you really, really are in danger and you need to do it again. Just try it once when you're going in the heat of the battle, and the rest of the time, if you want to use a heal, there's a heal spell. You can heal yourself up. You can also heal up other allies around you and keep the battle going. But heal is a pre-move. So that's pretty much all you get for the Paladin class here as Conrad. He's a pretty good knight. He's pretty reliable. I can't complain. I don't know if he's one of the best, but he's definitely a good pally tank for the Republic of Guimol. So I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out the membership or anything like that, I do have that. Super thanks. And if you want to subscribe or follow, hit one of those buttons down below.